All right, man. This is Friday. It's not Saturday, and it's just
Yeah.
like I'm bored, and when I'm home and the wife is working because I got a 4-day weekend because of Martin Luther King Jr. holiday on Monday. Plus, I gave my shift away because a lady at work needs childcare, so she needed an earlier shift.
Uh,
Man, we're here on a Friday, and I got my ex co-host here. Hey, Mr. Lee, what's up, brother?
oh, I'm just relaxing.
Yeah,
I I had issues with a computer that are getting fixed, and so I've had up and down like a roller coaster, good and bad, over and over again. So I'm like, but this is good. This is me chilling with a guy who never gets me annoyed, and then I think I'm being funny, but no, you put pep in my step, and we're both Libras, even though you don't think there's anything about that. Anyway, I just want to say it's all good though.
that's all hocus pocus to me, the signs.
Right. That's good, but I mean,
Because you know that you know the
but
const
but would you believe that a lot of people in the same side thing? No, I mean everyone has their own opinion. But anyway, I'd like to hear what you have to say if you
I was
want.
just gonna say this is a rock podcast. I'm just gonna say one thing. The constellations were changed for those signs. They weren't originally named what they named them. So
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah, so that's it, man. But
So
listen,
good. It's so good. It's like you were originally named Ew, and then I'm kidding. No, they originally named me Ah. I'm kidding. It's all good. Anyway,
oh man, I just want to say, man, I'm wearing a shirt by a band that I think you hate,
I
Poison.
there's something that they did that I really like, and then I've argued with people about it because they don't realize that I think it's good by them. But I did not go out of my way to buy any of their albums, but I think there was one time I did buy one CD of them, but it was like a a burned copy, and it was in a big pile of stuff. And I think that I bought it just so that it could be 40 albums for as opposed to 39, kind of like that. And then I think I only paid like $20 for all of them, but kind of like that.
Yeah, what album was it that you liked by Poison?
Uh oh, well, it was a thing they did. It was the Unplugged.
Oh yeah, you say that's the best unplugged. I need to hear that. I need
Yeah,
to check that
I
out.
think it was really good, better than Nirvana.
Oh, well, Nirvana sucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
better.
unplugged by Nirvana didn't suck though. It was
Even
good.
Aerosmith,
Aerosmith is great unplugged.
but it was better than Aerosmith, I thought.
Really?
Yeah, am I going to argue with you about a group that you're trying to get
Well,
me to get into?
I haven't heard the Poison. I've heard the Aerosmith unplugged, so I don't know. I can't give you a full opinion
Well,
on
you
that.
can't take my word for it because I give you stuff that you don't like. But I'm telling you, as a crabby bitch who likes my own opinions and no one else's, I think that the Poison one is really good.
Well, I agree with you till I hear it.
That's cool. I like that. Thank you.
There's another bad. I know you like them because we did a review on them. I think we did 2 hours on them.
Really?
Extreme.
I do like I the stuff that I like from Extreme. I do like.
Yeah, you gotta admit, Nuno is a phenomenal guitar player.
Oh, he's fantastic. I think that he's one of the best.
I'm just gonna say there's a lot of good new bands coming out, but when they released the single Rise from their new album, that
Uh,
guitar solo put guitar playing back on the map because nobody was talking about guitar solos until Nuno brought Rise out. I I haven't heard so much love. All did you hear Nuno's solo and Rise? Did you hear Nuno's solo and Rise? And it's on guitar magazines. It's like that guitar solo just fucking blew up guitar again.
Is that new album that I actually reviewed on
You
my
did,
own?
yeah, you didn't review it with me.
No, I reviewed on my own because I didn't want to hear anybody else's opinion on it. I didn't want to blow a gasket. I just only wanted to give my opinion. But I
But you're wrong then if it was awful.
well that 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 wasn't what I thought, but I actually uh the stuff that most people did not like off of it, that was the stuff that I liked.
I like my favorite song off there is over the rainbow one.
I like well, like is a big word, but I was into the second half of the album more than the first.
The second half is just is like the first half's all hard rock, and the second half is just like eclectic reggae, some different. It's something like Queen would have done back in the day. They don't give a fuck. They just make what they want, you know.
But it I thought that the hard rock stuff was boring.
Really, Rise that could, but I'm saying that solo that Nuno did in Rise brought guitar playing back into conversation again. We haven't had
Well,
that
that's
since.
because you could give anybody a piece of poop and call it candy, and if they don't know the difference,
Do
so
you
eat it.
hear anybody talking about Nickelback's leads on their last album?
I don't.
Do you hear anybody talking about anybody's leads on their last? Do you hear anybody talk about Mark Tremonti, even though Alter Bridge, that guy rules? I love Creed.
That I'm sure their newest album, whatever that is much better than the Extremes.
I like them both, man. Pawns and Kings. It came out last year, so
Like every,
the year before. I do like everything. I don't like your, you know,
well, yeah, well, that's the stuff you should like,
why?
man, because it's better than eating the I was I'm on the food kick, so I said eating, but no, it's better than hearing the stuff you like.
Really? Do you like the Dust Coda? I haven't heard that.
I heard a song and I liked it.
All right. Well, they got two albums out, new band. Hey, this came
So
out today.
yes, you do turn me on to stuff that I like, and I turn you on to stuff you don't like.
Have you
So who's
heard?
the better person? You are.
I'm not a better person. No. I'm just
All
me.
right, then you're a worse person.
Have you heard
I'm a
the
worse person.
Have you heard the new Black Crow song, Wanting and Waiting?
Why would I want to?
Why wouldn't you?
It, how does it sound?
It sounds like the fucking Rolling Stones, like they always have. It's awesome. It's a Southern Rolling Stones,
I
man.
don't know how you do. You like Hackney Diamonds?
No.
Well, then I don't want your opinion.
You didn't hear our review, huh? With Charles?
I heard the album.
Oh, it's horrible, man.
No, it isn't.
It's me and hey, one of your guys that you value his opinion, Eddie kind of Strachey, hates it
Uh,
also.
I don't always like his opinion.
You do too. You like his opinions more than mine.
Not always. Well, maybe half better.
Hey, would you like the Rolling Stones says they're coming out with another live album? Would
I
you
don't care.
would you like a live album back from the archives, or would you like a live album that's records them now?
Either one would stink, but I would prefer the back.
I would like to have a Steel Wheels
Yeah,
concert. Yeah,
I like the Wheels as an album.
Me too.
Yeah, so now we agree. And in fact, I want to apologize for what I said. Me and you always are on the same track, and that's good, man.
Hey, we like Undercover. Yeah, that's a great album
Uh,
too.
yeah, that's a weird one, but it's one where my dog liked it too.
Well, it's like that song Undercover is like that fucking funky bass that they're doing and shit.
Yeah, it
It
was
sounds
weird.
like it sounds like it could be disco, but it isn't, you know.
It kind of made me think about if I had shoes made of 40-pound banana peels, and even though it was hard to walk, I kept slipping like ooh, 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 da, 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 ooh. It was cool though.
Yeah, so you're slipping and sliding on banana peels. And
Yeah.
what else, man? Hey, Alex Lifeson said that he's not interested in touring anymore,
Well,
and that
I heard that
him
that's
and
a
Getty lived like 5 minutes away from each other, and they could sit there and
arthritis.
write songs and see what happens. But he doesn't think he'll tour anymore because he's got bad arthritis.
Yeah. Well, as long as they write good songs, I would like to hear how they do, especially on their own.
Did you like his solo album, Victor?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I There are about 3 or 4 songs on it
but it's not
on
a
the last
good
part
complete
of it that
album.
I didn't like, but I did like the first part a lot.
What about Getty Lee's My Favorite
Uh,
Headache?
I never really heard the whole thing, but everything that I heard from it, I liked.
Yeah, it's a really good album. Getty sings in a lower register on that. So man, that's cool, man. Hey, what have you seen? Have you seen any bands that you like now, or are you still stuck in the 70s?
Um, well, I've seen Cat Clyde live again, and I've seen
What happened
um
with Stonefield, man?
they haven't done anything recent. I've looked
I wonder if they
but
broke up.
or I don't know, but
They were good.
there,
So you
yeah,
people out
there's
there,
there,
check out Stonefield, man.
yeah,
And Cat Clyde. I like Cat Clyde too. She was good.
yeah, yeah, she's good. And she's also still sometimes doing that punk rock group. That it was interesting because on that review we did, you said that she should do more hard rock, and then
Yeah.
she come hard rock stuff. So you never know.
Well, if you
But
get a hold of her, tell her I like her. She's cool.
I think I
Sent
might
her
have
the
been,
review.
or well, I back then, yeah.
Oh,
And she took a snapshot on her phone of it. So
oh,
anyway,
nice.
but the thing is, so but there's who else have I heard? I there's this one guy that I heard a while back. Well, I heard Lucy Dacus. She's okay, but Lucy Dacus, one of her shows was really good. And then the next show wasn't bad, but it was more ballads and less of her upbeat rock and stuff. But she um the reason why I went to the show was because my cousin couldn't go, and she gave copies of the tickets to my sister, and my sister invited me. And there's a guy named Birdie's Strange, and his name's weird, but my sister liked him, and he was kind of like not all of his stuff, but some of it was kind of like a weird Dave Matthews type. I don't know whether you like Dave Matthews or not,
I like, if I
but
admit this, I'm gonna get made fun of though. Oh,
um,
fuck it. I like the first two Dave Matthews albums.
I'll say
albums.
I probably like the first two better than I like Birdie's Strange, but I'll listen to Birdie's Strange. He's kind of like, I don't know. He's kind of like if Kevin Cronin tried to sound more like Post Malone, but still had that Dave Matthews sound. So it's just kind
What?
of weird.
Why would you put Post Malone with Kevin Cronin? That's kind of like, oh.
Well, it's a weird,
So
well,
you've heard Post Malone? I heard five
weird.
seconds of him and never went back.
Oh, I actually kind of didn't hate him, but
Ooh.
but what I'm saying is, I have to hear Birdie Strange again because if I like him, well, my sister liked him and she wanted to maybe get his CD, but she didn't want to stand in line to wait, even though he was um selling them. Which reminds me of you. So my sister's a lot like you.
Uh, you should put up on Facebook, I like Post Malone and see what kind of comments you get.
Oh, well, I have to put this on pause because I'm getting a call from my sister. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he had a call from his
Um.
sister. I hope
Yeah.
everything was okay.
Oh. Yep. All
Have
right.
you watched any cool movies lately?
Uh. Oh. I watched again. There's this one site that I found out about, and I've watched some movies. I watched Escape Plan with Sylvester Stallone again.
Hmm.
Um. There's this movie that I should watch called Who Will Stop the Rain with Nick Nolte, and it was based upon this one novel by Robert Stone called Dog Soldiers, and it's a really crazy, weird, dark kind of comedy, like really twisted and weird, and they say it's about people in Vietnam during the war, but it's really about drug smugglers who escape, who don't want to get caught in America, so they go to Vietnam. But there's only like maybe one or two small sentences saying, "Oh, look, there's soldiers." Other than that, it's not really about Vietnam. It's just about people who are like shooting each other and getting drugs away from each other. But they're doing it in a weird, like, if it's sort of like if Dirty Harry meets Cheech and Chong, kind of. It's a funny, it's a really out there um book. And so they have the movie called Who'll Stop the Rain, and I want to see it, and it's on this one site that I'll tell you about later, but I don't want to mention it online.
Oh,
But it's like Netflix, but it's a free version. I'll put it to you like that.
that
And and it's um and it's a good you know, I want to see it, and I might want to again see Eddie and the Cruisers Part Two. I
oh,
like Eddie,
I like that movie. I like that soundtrack.
but I
Into the Fire, Jack.
but I like Part Two a lot. Yeah,
I like part two a lot too. I think part two is a lot faster. The first one's a little slow.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I do like it. I like Tom Berenger. I love that blonde chick in there. I forgot her name. But I like Michael Pare. Michael Pare is one
Yeah.
of my favorite actors. You ever seen a Philadelphia Experiment?
Oh, I didn't know he was in that. I'll watch. I remember he was in The White Shadow. I
Yeah, he's
remember
in.
that.
No, he was in. Was he in
Oh,
that? I thought he was in the superhero. I have the fucking DVDs over here. So the Greatest American Hero. He was
oh,
one of the
okay.
students.
All right. I think so. Yeah. I think he was also. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Greatest American Hero, and he was also in the
All
movie
right.
Streets of Fire. Did you ever see that one?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. With
I love
Diane,
Michael. I love Michael Pare, man. Such a great
she
actor.
is close to my age. I think she's slightly younger.
Yeah, man. But
Uh,
I just want to ask one thing of you, man.
uh,
What's your real opinion of Van Hagar?
um, when I got the album 5150, I was disappointed in it. And then when I got OU 812, I actually liked that. And then when I heard finally uh, for unlawful carnal knowledge or whatever it is, I liked some of it, and I have to admit I kind of like a few songs off of Balance,
Balance, dude. I've been listening. I listened to my whole box set back there. You can see it back there.
but I uh, I also I want to admit this really quick, and I really don't want to have a lot of people know that I'm saying this. That I do think that Right Here, Right Now is better than Tokyo Dome. But anyway,
Well,
I
yeah, I agree. And I think a lot of people will agree. The people who like Sammy will agree, and the people who like
yeah,
David won't.
I don't want to
So,
keep. But anyway, the thing is,
but I
I
agree with you.
I know, but I'm saying I don't want other people to know. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
but I don't.
It's recorded. It's too late.
Yeah, yeah, I don't want other people to know that I said it, even though I said it and I know it's recorded. I'm twisted anyway. Just gonna, anyway. And I thought that the one with Gary Sharon, I thought he was a great vocalist in Van Halen, but I didn't think the songs were that great except for a couple. And then I thought a different kind of truth was uh, pretty good, but I I still prefer the uh the from the first album all the way up to and including 1984.
Well, the six pack does not hold a candle to Van
Yeah.
Halen with Sammy. But I do enjoy the Sammy stuff. And there's one thing that I like to make clear. Sammy may had a couple ballads here and there on the album. It was not a Journey fucking cover band. They had a lot of fucking good hard rock songs. Listen to ballads, Aftershock. I think that's one of Eddie's best leads. That
Uh,
song that fucking riffies a dun, 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 dun,
uh,
dun, dun, that song Aftershock. God, that fucking amazing fucking lead on that song. I like Amsterdam. I love Balance, which has to get a proper review on here. So I did one with Dr. Fuck and Rafier, and all it was bitching at me. So check out that episode, but we never got a good review on that album.
yeah,
So I'm gonna make Jerry do it, and I think Mooger will like it. But
well,
what about you get Daily Roth's solo career versus Sammy's solo career?
uh, one is 1% better than the other.
Which is that?
Dave's solo career is maybe 1% better, but they're both not. They're not bad and not good.
Really?
Yeah.
He made some horrible albums. Oh, Sammy did make Living It Up. That album sucks. And 9 on a 10 scale and musical chairs.
Yeah,
So there's three horrible albums right there. Which we did a review with Ian Wadley. Did you see that? The musical chairs review?
I heard some of it, but then again, the fact that you and him kept talking about issues, I finally decided that if that I had other things to do, like
But
watching.
did you hear what he was saying? I had issues. I just kept going. No, I don't.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it was bad to do that. It's just that for me as a listener, I eventually I got tired of it.
Well, I kept trying to move it on. Did you hear me? I kept trying to go.
Yeah, I'm not saying who's at fault. I'm just saying that
No, it was a fun episode. It's one of the best episodes I think Freeform's done. Besides me,
oh,
you, and besides
that,
me,
that,
you, and oh, there's a the best episode I did was last week with a Kiss episode with Chris Sinzak on there, which will be out in 8 weeks. That is one of my favorite episodes I ever did. That's kind of the most fun I had with Mooger and Jerry and Chris and Bushy. So that was a
oh,
cool episode, man. That's one of the
I,
funnest
oh,
episodes I ever
I
did.
I don't know about believing your judgment, but if you liked doing it, then great.
I had fun, dude. There was no drama. Well, we had a little technical difficulties because my camera fell, my sound wouldn't come in. I had to restart the computer and shit, but we got through it. There was an echo a little bit through the episode, but fuck it, it was a fun episode. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for you guys to hear that Kiss episode with us. Man, Lee, what do you got going on with your channel, man?
I'm not doing anything right at the moment. I'm laying low.
You just record. You're not going to release that episode we recorded.
Oh no, I am, but I forgot about it. I'm sorry, and I just did it. No, I'm going to be putting out the episode that I did with you just a few minutes ago or
Uh,
whatever it was.
I just want to say, man, this one person gets me on. I love harmonies. I'm not a musician. You're a
Uh,
musician, and the other people I do the podcast with can play.
uh,
I'm in layman's terms. I'm not a musician. I know what a drop D is. I know what stuff is, but I explain music the way I hear it.
yeah,
I don't
well,
explain it in musical terms.
that's the thing. It's not a matter of whether you're a musician or not. It's a matter of what do you think of it.
I do. That's what I say.
Yeah, and the only thing is that you're the stuff that you like is not what they like.
That's true. And the thing is, but do you see me get all
Yeah.
bent? Do you see me get all bent when somebody doesn't like what I like? I just go, oh,
No, I get all bent.
you do. I don't. I just laugh at it. I just go, whatever.
Yes,
I'm good.
yes, I get all bent when I know that you don't like it.
Yeah, you shouldn't. You should just go, whatever. I'm better than you. No, I'm just
Well,
joking.
well, that's what you do. I'm not like. In fact, I'm good after we're done. I'm going to just be bang my head on the wall saying, "Fuck it, why can't he like what I like?" And that's my recreation. That's why I
Uh,
have to go to the doctor to get these stitches in my head every month because I keep banging my head on my wall thinking Mark don't like what I like.
I thought it was you listening to Quiet Riot. And you were taking them literal.
That too.
Instead of mental health will drive you mad, it's Mark will drive you mad with his musical opinions.
Well, the thing is that you have some good opinions.
Thanks. I'll take
Uh,
that. And twice on Sundays, Metal Mike. All right, man. Let's
and
get
and
the
and, I'm not. A lot of people don't like what I say. They think I'm nuts.
the thing that gets me pissed off is I always say, because people
Uh,
get sensitive, I say, in my opinion, I like this, I don't like this. And I never tell people if you don't like it, you're dumb. I just think it
well, I
sucks.
tell people that, and that's why they don't respond.
Well,
Because if
dude.
you let them know they're dumb, they shut up. Oh, not in your case. You keep talking.
As I'm saying, when you say I'm dumb, I go,
Are you part
really?
Irish?
Yes.
Then that's why you keep talking. That's a good thing, though.
My grandma, her real name was Solvent. So there you
That's
go.
cool.
Yeah, man. Her name is Gladys Solvent. Then she became a
That's cool.
Fuqua, a Fuqua. And
Huh?
dude, I probably have so many demons in my family that I don't know about. It's like it's like because I just remember my mom and my grandma, my grandpa weren't divorced. They lived separately my whole life. And it's
Uh,
like they're married, but my grandma's dating this one dude, and my grandpa's doesn't care because he just let her do what he just said. He was a pastor too, and that was weird
uh,
that he didn't get a divorce. I guess
yeah,
maybe that's why he didn't get a divorce. I don't know, but he let her do
yeah,
it. They live separate, but that was weird. And there's just lots of stories that nobody tells me about my family because all my family's dead. So I would like to know my family history. That'd be cool. But
yeah.
man, I would like to thank you, Lee.
All right.
Fucking, I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. Maybe watch that
I'm
Indiana Jones
gonna
movie.
I'm gonna maybe get a stove soon as my sister comes. So I need to clean up a little bit of my place, get rid of some bottles and stuff.
All right, make sure and check out what's your podcast name.
Lee Gersman show.
All right, and check and make sure and give a thumbs up, like,
Oh,
share, and subscribe this channel. Also check out the the Freeform Rock Podcast on YouTube, on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, wherever we get podcasts, except Spotify. Don't trust that bitch. Give us a 5-star review. Later, Lee.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.